Never mind. I'll send you. I'll send you what I was talking about. But yeah, no, I haven't seen it.
I mean, there's no gameplay for it. There's only like a trailer for it. But
Hmm.
the setting looks really Bloodborne like.
Very bad.
Oh yeah, I saw that game. Yeah, I actually followed that game. I
Pretty
followed their
good.
Twitter. I'm so glad it's finally coming out. I've been following their Twitter for 2 years.
Hmm.
I'm glad it's finally coming out. That in Narca Point.
There, yeah. Da, 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 da.
There's also Narca Point.
Narcoporn.
Narca Blade. I think it's Narca Blade Point. The game looks interesting too.
Mm. Say it so. Whoa, whoa. My God. Mama. Say it so. Whoa, whoa. My God is a God. God. What the fuck am I listening to? It's the Weezer song, but it's Carl Weezer singing it, like Jimmy Neutron. It's really fucking bad. It's really bad
Yeah,
right
it
now.
doesn't look bad. Like, look at this trailer.
My God, is a God taker. I
Oh my god.
like the background. It's terrible.
How did that have 2.6 million views? Who the fuck is watching this?
The people have demanded greatness. They were
People
given
are
it.
like, dude, I am listening to greatness right now. Oh my god. Yo, this is what torture's like. This is a song that would be played in hell. Just having to listen to this shit, dude.
Yeah, dead on. Spot on, Andy.
Hell yeah, man. I can do this.
I fuck with this 100%.
I fuck with this my whole life. No, but actually look at that game. It's called Naraka Blade Point. I don't know. Some people are saying it's a battle royale. I really hope it isn't. It doesn't look like it is.
Oh, dude, I was gonna send you that next, dude. It looks like a Chinese battle royale.
Yeah, I've been
But
following
it looks
their
really
Twitter
intense.
for years, like almost for years.
Yeah, it's pretty intense from what I saw in the trailer.
It doesn't look
Looks
bad.
super,
I thought
super
this game was
customizable
just
and
gonna
all
be a
that.
joke because it looked really bad.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't know, man. It looked okay, but it looked really underdeveloped.
Okay.
And as you can still see, like the gameplay trailer is still really laggy. So I don't know. I really hope that they fix that. Because I don't know when the game is coming out. But I've been following them for almost 3 years. And I was really looking forward to playing that game. Like, because like, I have, on Twitter, I have like an ad. Like sometimes they give me ads on games that, or, you know, people that I follow, or like, accounts that I follow that are similar to that.
Yeah.
And because I follow Ghost of Tsushima and Wukong, that's what popped up. And once I saw that ad, I'm like, dude, I actually might invest in this game. You know, I mean, it's not like freaking Starfield. That's, you know,
It's that far away.
that's what Kai said.
What?
I don't know. That's what it said. That's what Kai said.
Oh.
That was the Portuguese I thought. Or I got.
Oh, okay.
That's what Kai said. Damn, Kai is really right in the money. Me and Kai think alike. Yeah, I'm almost finished Jujutsu Kaisen. So far, it's really good. I like it. Like, Shonen has really been, like, stepping up their A game. Before, I used to think that a lot of their animes always felt the same. Like, it's always like, oh, this guy's not gonna die because he can't die. Because the hero never dies.
Veterans never die.
But I mean, Demon Slayer proved that shonen animes are back. You know, they're back. For me, it was My Hero Academia that made. To me, that was also another inspirational anime. However, now it's starting to kind of get kind of predictable now. Because whatever they were doing, they're not. It's like the fact that they're still training after 5 seasons in, like, it kind of reminds me of Naruto a bit.
Well, fuck. Can't just train once to be the best. You gotta keep going with it. You gotta keep training. We gotta keep fucking going, boys.
But Demon Slayer, it definitely was a surprise. Like, that's the anime that got me back into anime. Just like how Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood got me back into anime a couple of years ago. Or back in like 2017, I think. And that's what anime needs to be like. It can't like copy. I like anime that don't use the same tropes over and over again. And shonen is known to do that a lot. Their animes always seem like really similar to each other. Like Code Geass was a good anime because it was different. If I could stand the animation style for JoJo, I probably would like it.
You don't like JoJo?
I don't like the animation.
Okay. Oh, you think you got it?
I don't know, if it just had a better animation style, I might enjoy it. They had the same issues with Seven Deadly Sins. I probably would have liked that if it wasn't for the animation seeming way too cartoony. Like, it kind of reminds me of like a SpongeBob show, or Nickelodeon show.
Fucking Nickelodeon show, my guy.
Like, I find even Avatar: The Last Airbender looks more like an anime than freaking Seven Deadly Sins did. And like a lot of people are like saying, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. It seems the animation seems fine. And it's like, it doesn't. The animation looks absolutely horrible in Seven Deadly Sins. It looks almost cartoonish. It looks way too bright to be an anime.
Right.
And the colors seem way too vibrant to be an anime. Like, I mean, look at this shit. I'm just gonna take a screenshot of, like, a picture of Seven Deadly Sins. Like, to me, it's not even an anime. I'm okay with, you know, Dude, they almost look like they're straight out of Nickelodeon.
Luca. Bro, I'm hyped for Overlord. They're gonna do season 4 and then they're gonna make a movie.
Nice. Like, how is that an anime?
I have no idea what the fuck's happening.
I don't know, to me they look too Nickelodeon-like. Dude, it reminds me of SpongeBob. Like, they have fucking dimples when they smile. That's not anime. I've never seen any other anime have dimples when people smile. And there's a reason why, because it makes them look ugly. Imagine seeing 0-2 with dimples. That'd fucking ruin the character's face completely.
Like a hard knife with demon guts.
I keep on trying to rewatch it, but dude, the animation just really turns me off a little bit.
You watching Witcher?
No, Deadly Sin. Seven Deadly Sin. For me, I don't know. The animation is disturbing for me. Because the character designs to me are disturbing. And the vibrant colors are kind of disturbing for me too. Even though Demon Slayer is very vibrant, it still knows it's an anime. The art style still does know.
Ow, you fucker!
look like an anime. You don't have fucking dimples up here. Shit! I fucking died. Dude, the enemy spam in this game is getting annoying.
A hot night with demons.
Holy fuck, dude. Fuck off. Why is there such a tight space? Like, dude, I feel like I'm just in a room filled with fucking big enemies. And I'm stuck in a room with them. This level design is fucking terrible.
Yeah, I watched Shadow Warrior you're playing. It seems like an older game. Is it an older game?
Yeah, the original is an older game. It's behind the same lines as, Doom.
Saw a video of you like sliced up a fucking group of like people. Jesus Christ, they just lined up. Yeah, I seem like people are retarded.
Oh no, this isn't the original. No, the original one came out in 1997, I believe.
Cause yeah, I was like, Jesus Christ, game looks like it's aged.
Honestly, a lot of people still prefer the original over the new ones. But they don't like summon enemies at you constantly. That's because older games knew how to make games difficult without like throwing constant enemies at you. I'm about to find the guns are just not fucking useful in this game. Like, they make you rely on your sword more than one, like, too much. Which, I mean, yeah, that's the point. But why have guns? Like, you're mostly gonna make people rely on their swords. Like, I like Devolver as developers. As a AA developers. Or publishers. Or, I don't know if I can even consider them indie developers. Or publishers, because, like,
Path of justice.
I mean, they have this game, which is a full game. They also published Serious Sam, which I don't think is also I don't think that's an indie game as either. And they do Shadow Warrior. Where they publish Shadow Warrior. So I don't know if I can even consider them like indie developers or publishers. Because they do publish indie games, but they always have those AAA games now and then, like Shadow Warrior and Serious Sam. The first Shadow Warrior doesn't look bad though.
Shadow Warrior.
If Fall Guys could have been in like the next uprising of games, but it came out too late. Probably would have made more money if it was free. Because now Among Us is like kicking its ass.
Among Us.
Among Us! And apparently it's coming on consoles. It's like, wow, it is something that we fucking needed.
I'm so fucking bad.
Would you rather pay like $1? Like $1?
Still fucking happy.
I'm so fucking happy, man. I can finally play Among Us on a controller.
Finally dance.
I can finally play Among Us on my favorite console. Oh my god. It's like freaking coming everywhere. Among Us! Among Us! Among Us! It's like fucking Modi. Dude, where do I go? Oh, okay, I see it. Well, after this, I'm probably gonna play Mass Effect 2.
Okay.
Yeah, Mass Effect 2 honestly feels like a lot more of a dated game than Mass Effect 1. I appreciate what they did. Like, the fact that they tried to implement new gameplay mechanics and make it more enjoyable. But it still feels like a very old, like, outdated game. Compared to the second. However, I never played the first one, so it feels nice to now know who the characters are. Because the moment I saw Garrus, dude, Garrus and Tali, I'm like, finally a familiar face. And the fact that Garrus is like my fucking, like, oh, he's like my fucking homie. Seeing him like so early on in the game really did make it a treat. Because he was the one I used the most in Mass Effect 1. Him and Ashley. And one thing that I do like about the Legacy Edition is whatever, like, whichever NPC's actually companion dies, like, he's dead. Like, he doesn't come back in the game. Like, and your decisions actually do reflect on what actually happens. However, I don't think it's as significant as what they say it is. so far, because it kind of just like, okay, well, like, companions... I don't know, I'm gonna have to try and, like, see what happens if I can save Rex. I can convince Rex to help. To save humanity. Rather than people. And I'll really find out if there actually is a difference. Because if Rex is alive and he isn't in my first playthrough, Mass Effect 2, dude, it's gonna add in so many replayability than Mass Effect 2 already has. Because Mass Effect 2, you can like change, like, that's when they introduced the faction mechanic or the faction system. So like, you don't need to stay in the same system. You can join a random like faction.
Yeah.
And depending on which faction you pick, you make more enemies. I kind of wish that they actually added that in Mass Effect 1, but I mean, it's only a remake. It's only a remaster. I mean, okay, I would say it's a remake because they do some things to make it feel a lot more newer. I just don't think it worked. Like, I appreciate the fact that they tried their best to make it more, to update the gameplay mechanics a little bit, to make it feel like it's a little bit fresh and brand new. I never played Mass Effect 1. I only played it like for a bit, and I didn't like the gameplay flow. That's the reason why I didn't play it. So I mean, the fact that I was able to enjoy it this time, I don't know, maybe because like I'm a lot more. I don't expect games to like play. I don't know. I think it's more. I enjoyed it a little bit more because the gameplay is a little bit more updated. Help! I am being held prisoner in a video game factory. But it does feel really nice to replay Mass Effect 2 and actually know what the fuck is going on and like why these characters, the characters that, you know, you actually encounter, why they're a big deal. Why, you know, there's always a reunion with them. I don't know, man. I think Mass Effect is kind of worth, like, the money. Like, I don't know. Maybe you can get it on GOG. But when it goes on sale, I honestly recommend it, Devin. If you liked Witcher 3, you're gonna like Mass Effect. Because the story, it's really heavily story focused. Like Witcher 3. And I mean, I just like it. Just I feel like I enjoy Mass Effect more because of the story than I actually did the gameplay. Which, I mean, for them to do that, I mean, I kind of felt the same way with Witcher a bit. I thought the combat was okay, but it definitely did feel a little bit outdated. But what made Witcher 3 like a game worth playing to me was the story.
A game worth playing for me.
I don't know if you were the same way. I don't know if you actually enjoyed the combat of Witcher 3.
Yeah, it was okay.
I think we can get there through the rooftops.
It was fun.
Like, Mass Effect 2 to me is like everything from a good story to good combat to a good combat system. And it just makes me really appreciate Mass Effect 2 a little bit more than Mass Effect 1. But I still enjoy Mass Effect 1. I just feel like your class choice actually really does, it reflects a lot more in the second one. Because each class has a different ability. And you're locked to whatever guns you use. first one says you're supposed to be, but you actually don't. You aren't. You can use whatever gun you want. And I actually didn't know that that's actually a thing, because I always played soldier. So I don't know, I just like the fact that I was able to use like any gun I wanted to, making the soldier like the easiest pick. But I did try something a little bit different. I'm now a Vanguard, and I have a charge, and I am specialized in heavy pistols, machine pistols, and well, SMGs and shotguns. But it didn't really change much about Mass Effect 2. It kind of feels the same as how I remembered it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they really needed to change it. I think they just needed to change Mass Effect 1. Because Mass Effect 2 does seem a lot more dated. And the AIs are a lot more smarter in Mass Effect 2 than Mass Effect 1. And I think that was just probably a gameplay flaw. I don't think there's much they could have done about that, because unless they wanted to rework the entire game from the ground up, which would probably cost BioWare like way too much money. Also, AIs really weren't smart back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in 2007, I feel like AIs just weren't meant to be smart. AIs didn't get smart until I think probably doing Dark Souls came out. That's when AIs actually started to actually kind of be smart. I mean, there's still some developers that don't know how to program AIs. Actually, a lot of developers that don't know how to program AIs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're a little difficult, I would assume.
But I think Mass Effect 2 is not one of those games. I find the AIs are really fucking smart. Like, sometimes they'll, like, literally, like, sometimes they literally flank me on both my left and right side. And it's so easy to die in the second one. And Starfield's also is also confirmed to come out eventually. It's also pretty cool how the Normandy is actually in No Man's Sky. You can actually get the Normandy. Like, there's a huge, like, IGN YouTube video on the Normandy, and it's No Man's Sky. It's like celebration to Mass Effect coming out on our Legendary Edition releasing. I don't know how well it did financially. I feel like it runs really smooth on PC. Like, there is some hiccups, but I mean, that is expected for a new game.
Yep, every new game's gonna have that little hiccups here and there.
And apparently there's a game that came out, and I didn't even know it came out. And it was a game I'm kind of looking forward to, Immortal Phoenix Rising.
Never heard of it. No clue.
It was a Ubisoft game. Like, some people were saying it had a really good impressions, but now it's just like, it's not even talked about.
Make it right. Have to make it right.
What?
I need to do something. I will not have the Shadow Realm ruled by Enra. We will not have it.
Are you all right?
No, but I'm gonna be.
Oh. Well, I died. I'm almost finished this
Well, I'm
game.
fucking dead.
And then I can go to Mass Effect 2. I'm probably gonna replay Resident Evil Village before I make my final verdict. And I'm gonna try and play it on regular because I think casual definitely did ruin it for me a little bit.
Yeah, casual. There's like no risk. Fucking-
But I need to find time to do that. I also want to play through all the Mass Effects to see if like one of them has like a lot of issues. So far, I mean, they don't. Most of the people that are complaining on Steam forums is mostly just like, oh, I can't change the resolution to the first one, and yeah, that is a problem. But I mean, hell, 1920 by 1080 is still really fucking. It still makes the game look really beautiful compared to the original. They're gonna sit there and complain like, oh wow, I should have got the original. I shouldn't have gotten this game. The original's better. Like, they should play the original and they should, like, come back and tell me. Or come back and like, tell the Steam community whether the original does hold up. Because I found the original played like shit.
Original.
Snipers didn't fucking work in that game.
Okay.
Because there was freaking idle sway. They removed idle sway in the remake. Which really did make the snipers a lot more viable, a lot more of a viable solution.
Huh.
Where do I go again?
Make it right. Have to make it right.
What?
I need to do something. I will not have the Shadow Realm ruled by Enra. We will not have it.
Are you all right?
No, but I'm gonna be.
Don't worry, everyone. I'm coming.
Oh, and I saw the Overwatch 2 live stream, dude. It looks the same as the first one.
Yeah.
The graphics aren't even fucking improved. Like, Gameplay isn't even improved.
No, no.
It looks like a cash grab. Courtesy is contagious, so is Gona Fura. You know what they changed in it so far? 5v instead of being a 4v4 game, it's a 5v5. Or instead of being 6v6, it's a 5v5.
Shit.
That's it. Oh, and they added a new game mode. Like, why couldn't they just add this in the original Overwatch? And they're like, yeah, we made some really big changes. Like, dude, I don't fucking see any of your changes.
Classic. Yeah, pretty kind of a big deal.
Yeah, we put a lot of effort into Overwatch 2. If you notice, this was a change, this was a change, and it's like, dude, what fucking changes did you make? The characters, like, you didn't even put any effort into adding new characters. And I think that's the problem. Like, you can't have a sequel with just adding the same fucking characters. Unless you're Destiny, but Destiny, you can get away with that.
One day I want to give
But like, I didn't
something.
find half of the abilities really that unique.
1,000 enemies.
Every ability except for a couple characters was exactly the same.
Exactly.
You know what would have been a cool idea for them to implement? Let people switch between 2 different abilities. Like, there's 2 different alts that you can choose from. And 2 different abilities you can choose from defense to offensive. Or like stat buffs.
I would have made a hell of a ballet dancer.
So that would have added a lot more team focus towards the game. And it would make supports more reliable than just, you know, healing. But like give supports like abilities that can like buff stats, like buff defense, buff offense of anybody that's around them. You are not illiterate. Oh, thank God. Thank God, man.
So I should make another.
And also, I was also watching an interesting video on YouTube, and dude, this guy actually made a really good point. And it was very interesting. Like, it's because he was explaining what would have happened if Ethan accepted Heisenberg's offer, and I think that should have been like like you should have had a choice of whether, you know, not to follow.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool.
Because I don't know. I mean, Heisenberg didn't really want to use Rose. He wasn't power hungry. He said he was getting fed up with like being controlled by Miranda. He said he always wanted freedom. So like my question is, that might have been a better ending for Rose than Ethan just dying and just not accepting his help. Because Heisenberg knows the mold more than Ethan does. Or knows,
Yeah.
he's dealt with the powers and stuff, and like he's always been treated as a weapon by Miranda. I feel like he actually would be like a sacred, what's the word? A sacred,
Cigarette mother?
no, a sacred, sacred,
Not sure what you mean.
like, what's the word? I'm trying to pronounce it. Where, like a half-father?
Half father?
Yeah.
Like a stepdad kind of thing? Or
Yeah.
surrogate father?
Yeah, cigarette, yeah, cigarette father. Fucking. Yeah, like, I feel like that actually would have been a better ending. And Ethan might not have died. He might have survived. But even if he did die, you know, Rose wouldn't feel like she was treated as a weapon.
I never understood why she was considered so powerful anyways.
That's what I call controlling the shadows.
Yeah, they don't really explain that. I feel like there's some plot. There's
Why
a
isn't
lot
that
of plot holes in Resident Evil Village. Like when I keep on looking back at it, like so much things are kind of explained, but at the same time they're kind of not. Like it was a good ass ending. But like there was like this thing that didn't make sense. There was like a notebook, and it kind of upset me a little bit because it had no connection with the actual story. When you play as Chris, there's like a little journal that if you it reads that Mother Miranda was the founder of Umbrella. Of Umbrella Corp.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
There was no relation to that in the story. There was no mention to it.
It's kind of interesting. Oh, in the story?
Yeah, like there was no mention of that in the story.
A Village's story?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like hidden lore, like a book kind of pickup kind of thing.
But it's hidden lore that seemed really important.
I think it's gonna tie in the next game perfectly.
Hopefully. But I would have liked to see, like, I don't know. I find Heisenberg was probably one of the few characters or villains in that game that, you know, I kind of was interested in. Besides Dimitrescu. And Mother Miranda herself. Like, the mutated fish guy, I didn't care about him.
Moru. Did you throw away?
Dude, he literally had no reason to be in the story. Like, he didn't even sound like a lord. Because, like, lords are supposed to be almighty and powerful, and he was a fucking wimp.
He's a dumbass.
And I mean, that hammer guy, I mean, dude, that just felt like a little bit out of place for a Resident Evil game.
Hammer guy?
Yeah, you had to fight a guy with a hammer.
Was he one of the options?
No. Heisenberg sends you to fight that big guy with the hammer. I bet that could have gotten cut completely. 'Cause I don't know, it was not only just a bad boss fight, the level design made it even more unbearable. But Heisenberg definitely was the most interesting one. Like, I was really surprised he actually asked for Ethan's help.
Yeah, it's true.
And if you thought about, if you really think about it, his like, his plan really wasn't actually that out of the norm. Like, I don't think his plan was unreasonable, or his, like, offer was unreasonable. But I guess it also could be because Ethan had trust issues. Due to Mia, you know, like, betraying him, probably. And I feel like he could have used his words better. Like, rather than saying we can use Rose as a weapon, he could have said Rose can help us. I feel like the last thing a father wants to hear is their daughter being used as a weapon. Because that's just a red flag right there. But I feel like Heisenberg honestly would have been a little bit more reliable than Chris. Because Chris doesn't even fucking tell you why he shoots his wife. Until the end, and it's like, okay, dude, why didn't you just say that at the fucking beginning? Kinda looking like a dick right about now. And it's funny is that, like, the end, somebody, I was watching a video and the guy's analogy, it's like, that's like taking a shit on somebody's bed and, like, just leaving without even apologizing that you shat on his bed.
Shit on his bed?
And it's like, oh, by the way, shat on your bed, bye. Shit. I don't know, I wouldn't mind Capcom making, like, one of those DLCs where they sort of, like, alternate paths. I wouldn't mind seeing Heisenberg in this game. I feel like it really would have changed the game up, the full gameplay formula up. And I feel like it would be an interesting, you know, it'd be interesting to at least have somebody, like, you know, like somebody helping Rose during the story. or like sort of like giving him, training her to use her powers. And another person said it, and I like this idea too. What if Heisenberg actually helped you throughout the game? Like, there would be random ammo crates that would drop from the sky, and it would be marked by a random person. And what if, like, Heisenberg and Chris actually get along?
Pretty unique. Way different. Sure.
But Ethan is a character that does really prevent that from happening.
Oh, shit.
Because, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I find he's a really boring character. Yeah.
Oh, he was killed off, so you're not gonna have to worry about him anymore. He's gone.
Yeah, after they started to build him up a bit at the end. Actually give him personality and give him something, you know, unique about himself. Because it always just seemed like he just, like, was always angry.
Yeah.
And Chris was just that silent protagonist. You're just like, oh yeah, by the way, I shot your wife, bye.
It wasn't his wife, it was Miranda.
Yeah, but he could have told you. Didn't know that. It's like, yeah, I killed your wife, Ethan, by the way. You can thank me later. Bye. And treats him like a fucking dog, saying, Ethan, no.
Yeah.
Stay down. And I don't understand why Chris was treating him as a civilian. Dude, this guy took on the whole Baker family. He is more than just a fucking civilian. And Ethan even witnessed that. Or Chris even, like, he even witnessed it. So I don't know why he was treating him as a civilian to begin with. Dude, I hate these enemies, dude. They're getting really fucking annoying.
Oh, fuck!
I find the dodging mechanics in this game are fucking garbage.
Fucking garbage. Fuck this shit.
Compared to Doom Eternal, I mean, that one is flawless. Like, dodging can only get you so far. Because they have such horrible AOE damage. Where every attack they do has an AOE damage. Dude, fuck off! Why does every fucking enemy need to be a fucking bullet sponge? Why do they need to keep on reusing these assets as if, like, you know, it's different? And why does the crossbow have no fucking accuracy?
I don't know. That was a misclick.
Jesus. Dude, there's more? I feel like I'm playing Serious Sam. Even though I've never played Serious Sam, I know what Serious Sam is. What Serious Sam is. Bro. Enough is enough, dude. Shit. This isn't even hard. This is just fucking bullshit. Dude, are you serious? Okay, bro, this is getting ridiculous. Dude, another one? This is getting fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, literally, I'm getting bored. Just the same shit, dude. Just constantly having to survive enemies. Like, dude, why am I staggered? Dude, how many fucking enemies are gonna throw in my anus? Like, enough is a fucking enough. What the fuck is going on? Dude, I might honestly stop playing this game. If this is it? Like, this is fucking retarded. Better get a fucking checkpoint here. The amount of enemies they're fucking spamming is retarded. Like, this isn't even difficult at this point. It's just fucking enemy spam. Like, the free waves I'm okay with, but having to do this like 8 times, like 4 times, is too much. And they keep on spawning. That's what fucking pisses me off. Are you fucking kidding me? Give me a checkpoint, because I'm not fucking redoing this if there's no checkpoint. I'm bored as hell. There, they give me. Oh my god, fuck off. Retarded. I don't even want to fucking deal with these enemies anymore. To be honest, this better be the last fucking wave. That's all I'm saying. If there isn't, I'm just done. 'Cause I'm getting bored, I'm getting fucking frustrated, I'm getting stressed out. And I'm getting annoyed. Not because it's hard, but because of all the enemies they throw at me. Great, my brother's on too.
Zilla! I'm here! There's nowhere else to hide!
So this is it. The mongrel comes to bite the hand of its master one last time.
Face me, Zilla.
You pompous old poop. Fight like a man and die like one.
I see you brought your little friend along. Tell me, little demon, how does it feel to be immortal?
Whatever Enra promised you, it's not going to happen.
After I'm done with you, I will have an open.
Okay, well, my brother's getting on, so I'm gonna probably stop playing.
Oh, what the fuck? I think we got disconnected.
Yeah, we got disconnected a while ago, I think.
Okay. I was like, holy shit, he's been super quiet. Oh shit. Oh. Cameron, how's it going? Oh, Andy? I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while. Oh, I need iron. Did you let him up? No, I never did.
Okay, I'm running on Mass Effect.
Look, yeah.
I'm almost finished Shadow Warrior 1, so I can just go on Shadow Warrior 2.
Tractor beam. Mmm. Where are my fighters at?